So Ray is Patricia's defense attorney? Seriously? Ray is okay with being Patricia slash Patricia, whatever, his defense attorney. I thought for sure he'd be totally against it. Also, Franziska's in the prosecutor's bench. I guess the bestie pussied out. So Ray versus Franziska, kind of like a battle of the descendants. That'd be neat to see. But we're probably going to interrupt the trial, so... Alright, is Ray or Franziska in our profiles yet? No, but Gumshoe is. And so is Justine. Yeah, suspected in the murder of the president. Dun dun dun. And once again we get to see the court in this AAI perspective. I didn't think we'd actually get to see it in this one. It was fun seeing it in the first game and seeing the judge in such an interesting manner, but having him as an actual witness. But seeing it in this one, wasn't expecting it. Alright. Court is now in session. Is the defense ready? Of course, Your Honor. We can begin whenever you want. So I guess he was released from prison after the end of Case 4. The prosecution has been ready from the start, Your Honor. Jill Crane, the attorney in charge of the defense, has passed on from this world. Ah, that's right. Jill Crane was going to be Patricia's defense attorney. So I guess Ray filled in last minute. Probably as a favor to them, because he was snooping around without permission. It's like, to make it up to us, be the defense attorney in this case that we need a last minute replacement for. That makes some sense. Although I'm sure he's not too pleased about it, considering the embrace. But anyways. Furthermore, Sebastian de Besti, the prosecutor in charge, has disappeared. He's completely pushed out for the moment. And so, Franziska and Mr. Shields have taken over their duties. I really would enjoy seeing them duke it out to see who would actually win. Would Franziska carry her perfect minus Phoenix record? Or will Shields continue his record that we don't actually know the win and loss record of? So, it'd be interesting to see. And it really would be a continuing of the rivalry between the Edgeworth and the Von Karma. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the delay of today's trial. As the crime took place in the prison, a place where justice is normally administered, and the defendant was the warden of the prison, further exacerbation... what the fuck? Excalibrating the situation. Is that even a real word? Additional time was specifically arranged to investigate and prepare for the trial. Does that mean you guys got 4 days instead of 3 or something? Cheaters! Cheaters. In addition, the defense attorney in charge of the case, Jill Crane, has recently passed away. Due to these circumstances, the trial was further delayed. Mr. Shields, Miss Von Karma, at this time I'd like to give you my gratitude for taking up this responsibility on short notice. Guess this is the last job Courtney Paz friend left behind for us, huh? Seems like it. Well, Uncle Ray's more than happy to help out. Although, having said that, I only had enough time to skim through the case files. You okay on your end, Franny Pie? What kind of prosecutor abandons his own case and vanishes without a trace? Actually reminds me of Godot, because that's what he did in TNT. Of course, he had a reason. He was trapped on the island, but at the time, the logic would have been very similar to here. Although, the besties being a pussy, Godot would never be a pussy. Unless you could say he was running away from the possibility of losing to someone who wasn't Phoenix. I don't want to tarnish my perfect not Phoenix record. Because he kind of did have one. He never lost to a case to someone that wasn't Phoenix. But yeah. I'm surprised that, well actually not surprised, but it really is nice to see Franziska taking the, Why is the prosecution on the left? Why is Franziska on the left and Ray on the right? Don't we normally see things reversed? I suppose normally we see things from the judge's point of view, so we're normally seeing things when they look kind of reversed, but now we're seeing them from the witness point of view, I suppose? That's kind of confusing, but anyways, Yeah, Franziska really has developed, because, in Game 2, the idea of working together with the defense was something that was just completely unheard of to her. Like, you're supposed to crush the defense, that's all it's about, but I guess kind of Edgeworth taught her that, it's about, a bit of cooperation between the defense and the prosecution. And it seems Ray shares those sentiments, as I would expect. Without any more delays in this trial, we'll wait for that foolish man to return. I've received the evidence just now. There should be no problem continuing the trial. You have my thanks. And with that, I hereby call the defendant, Patricia Rowland, to the stand. Oh my god, we're gonna see her again? Sup? Now then, would the prosecution please give us their opening statement? Very well, Your Honor. The defendant. Oh? It's been forever. Forgive me if my voice for her is completely different. Please wait, Your Honor. What is it? Well, there's something I'd like you to fill me in on. Just what exactly am I doing in a place like this? Perhaps you would do well to listen to the opening statement. If I listen to it, I'll get it, huh? Okay then, let's hear it. No, it's not quite like that. Let's hear it, my lovelies. Let's hear it. Yes, everyone in my prison is part of my one big happily family. Yes. Oh, I love it. It's great. I'm just trying to get into that zone, that mindset, but I don't really remember what my voice was if I had one other than generic female. That was the plan from the start. Now, if you would kindly shut up and listen. The incident occurred in the detention center, and the prison warden, Roland, is in charge of. The victim is Horace Knightley, who is being held in the detention center. The prosecution is certain that this woman here is the culprit. After all, Miles is the one who figured it out. And there's no way he would be wrong. Although, it'd be funny if it's like, in a way, if I prove that I'm wrong about this, that the prosecution is wrong, then I'm beating Edgeworth. But no, she wouldn't do that just for that sake. She wouldn't go that far to beat Edgeworth. This knife, the murder weapon, is the decisive Huh? Let me guess, the evidence was messed with? Wait, but Patricia Rowland wasn't in on the smuggling ring thing. I thought Patricia assumed Knightley was in it with Dogan, but I didn't think she was in on it with the regular smuggling ring that we've been pursuing. Miss Von Karma, something wrong. The evidence must have been tampered with. Maybe Patricia is in on it then. I guess she's gotta be. That's impossible! The evidence is... What's wrong with the evidence, Franny Pie? The evidence! The knife's gone! The chisel with Dogan's bell attached to it is missing too! Uh-oh. Don't tell me you're gonna potentially let Roland get away with it. That better not happen. So who would have stolen it? Either she's in on some big smuggling ring, or there's something else afoot. Really didn't expect to see Roland again. This is interesting. What? And I'm guessing Ray was just hoping for an easy guilty verdict. This is gonna mess up his plans. You're supposed to defend me now, aren't you, Ray? Yeah, sure. Order. Prosecutor Von Karma, what is the meaning of this? I don't understand it either, Your Honor. There's no evidence, and then I suppose there's not much reason for me to be here. I need to get back to my lovelies at the prison. Some prosecutor can't even hold on to one little piece of evidence. What a dunce. Ooh, Franziska's not gonna like that. I only received everything that the previous prosecutor had. Oh, let me guess. Does that mean the bestie fucked it up with it? Or maybe, Roland was sleeping with Blaze, and so he got rid of it for him. It appears the culprit is that pampered prosecutor, the boy Blunder. Yup, Blunder indeed. Hey, Courtney Pie. What is it? Your Honor, considering our predicament, what say we postpone the trial until later? You would be like that, wouldn't you, Justine? The defense's proposal is overruled. Too bad you're going to be forced to postpone it because you're a suspect in a murder. Eh? Courtney Pie! I know, right? It'd be troubling for me if this trial were to be delayed any further. I really must get back to my lovelies. I just want everyone to know that I'm innocent as soon as possible. Quite. Feels wrong. Not sure what's right, though. I love everyone, kind of, but, yeah. Maybe I should have listened to my old videos. But I didn't anticipate Roland coming back. I mean, I knew she had her name dropped with the trial and everything, but I still didn't think she was going to come back. Innocent? I've had more than enough of your foolish. Besides, you don't have any evidence, right? I recall a certain saying. In court, evidence is everything. Wasn't it? Roland was there. Come on. Not Roland, sorry. Justine was there. You gotta know that she's, pulling a fast one. You've seen the knife. Since there's no evidence, that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor? There's no way she can just be okay with this, unless she is dirty. That is correct. At least she's stuttering, which probably means she's not okay with it. Eh? What? The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant's guilt. Oh, let me guess, I'm gonna burst in last second, being like, we have to postpone the trial, because the judge is dirty, maybe. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Roland. Okay, even if we didn't burst in at the last second, that was just way too quick of you to jump to that. Because, I mean, if you knew, because you know, especially because you know the truth, you should at least try and stall a little.
Objection.
Oh, raise objection. Hold your horses, Courtney Pie. You can't declare innocence all of a sudden. I thought it was actually going to be Edgeworth's objection. I guess that's coming later. Is something the matter? For the defense to object to a not guilty verdict? Well, that's because he was there. He knows she's guilty. His defense is probably mostly a formality. Well, I mean, even you must know that the warden over there is guilty, right? You were there with us when we found the murder weapon. Mr. Shields, a judge must remain impartial when handing down a verdict. In that case, you shouldn't even be on the case if you were there and involved with the incident, right? You should get someone who can be totally impartial, I would think. Not someone who happened to be there at the time. It's different for the defense team because, you know, they're on their side, or, like, I guess, I mean, well, yeah, it's different for the defense team because, you know, they're freelance, kinda. But for the judge and maybe the prosecutor, they should try to be as impartial as possible. That is why I cannot allow myself to get caught up in my own personal feelings. The person who was present when the murder weapon was discovered and the judge sitting before you now are two completely different people. That is, I guess, the best way to do things, but even still, you can't just let it go like that. You're kidding, right? I can only hand out a verdict based upon the evidence that was presented. There is evidence, it's just... well, it's not here right now, but... a few minutes, that's all I need. I'll find the evidence and return in court without fail. Prosecution requests a brief recess, Your Honor. Oh, maybe this means DeBestie has it on his person. I suppose that's possible. That or, you know, it was confiscated and Roland's in some kind of big smuggling thing going on, or is friends with somebody. That or DeBestie has it. One or the other. The defense would also like a recess, Your Honor. Courtney Pie, please. If you say no to this, like you're the biggest bitch in the world, you have to say yes to this. I understand. I shall grant your request. Your recess. Request. Well, Justine, darling, aren't you wishy-washy today? It's because she saw you commit the... well, she didn't see you commit the murder. She saw you confess, kind of. This court will now adjourn for a 15-minute recess, during which the prosecution and defense shall prepare for the resumption of the trial. Understood, Your Honor. Phew, that was a close one. I guess this is his mat on guard for him. Court is now adjourned. I guess we just now showed up. I doubt we were in the witness stand all along. Or were we? Guess we're about to find out. Didn't we find it together? The evidence? Oh, were you guys in the witness stand, maybe? Yes, we certainly did. Huh? What's the matter, Detective?
Looks like the metal detector's reacting to this alligator, Sir Pal, sir.
Really? Why? Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Because of the thing that I figured out way before they let me present it. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this. The chisel. Wasn't that just a fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth. And the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. Ah! The real murder weapon is in the pond inside the alligator. I wonder if it was stolen by someone. Or if Debesk just has it. I guess it has to be one or the other. Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth, Sir Pal, sir.
Oh, no. Oh, Simon Keyes. And, yeah, and Regina was not expecting them to come back. How many of the characters from previous cases are going to show up again?
Maybe everyone will.
Miss Barry and Mr. Keyes, did you come to attend the trial? To watch her get hers, as it were? I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So where is it? Regina. If you're talking about the trial, it's been postponed. The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but, man, totally, man, dude. Practice run line a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? That's just the voice I think of when I'm seeing him now. Although, if I remember correctly, I gave him more of a pussy voice. Because, you know, he kind of acts like a bit of a pussy. But, the stoner voice, man. I see that when I look at him now. And I feel like he would have done a lot of drugs after the trial, after the case too. Because he wanted to get over Knightley's death, kinda. Totally, man. So, by show, are you talking about something other than the trial? Really? Or not? Actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and the knife. Trial's in recess now. Sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon. Simon? What? What's that supposed to mean? No, bro, no! Looks like Simon's gonna get arrested again. Why are you so chipper about that? No way, no way, no way, I can't. Oh, now I'm starting to remember the no ways. No way, no way, no way, man, no way. I guess Simon is his usual noisy self. Huh? What was that? Franziska.
Do you think that I'd be humiliated like... humiliated like this?
Nah, there was some whip sounds. Who's she whipping? The wall? Or maybe she actually has a target in mind. And here comes another noisy individual, though with good reason.
Now, Franny Pie. Let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away, What do you say? That foolish prosecutor, when I get my hands on him.
Yup.
My whip is gonna give him my thrashing of a lifetime.
Eek! Protect me, Miles. Why don't you try talking to her? You're friends with her, right? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. Duh! And we're just around, walking around at the speed of sound. Okay, so, what's in my logic? I do remember having stuff here, so, well, one thing anyways. What's up with you, Kay? What's up?